Well, the aim of this series was to avoid finishing runners-up to Rangers in absolutely every competition like we did in the 1992-93 season in real life. We have avoided it by losing at the semi-final stage of the Scottish League Cup, getting knocked out in the 4th round of the Scottish Cup, and currently, with 3 games to go, we are 3rd in the league, 7 points behind Rangers. So, if we're to have any chance of winning the league, we need to win all 3 games today in the final episode of the series. First up in today's episode of the 3 games is Celtic. We will then face 4th place Dundee United and then Airdrie to finish things off. That is how the league table looks. We barely have a fighting chance, but if we are going to get anything, we have to win and we have to start excellently against Celtic. This is the side we're going with. It's slightly different to how we would usually play. Ian Jess has dropped in a little bit more. Celtic are very, very good. We need a little bit more protection, and that attacking duty in the centre mid spot, still with take more risk, get further forward and dribble more. He should get up in support of Scott Booth and Mixupata Leinen, who is in there as an advanced forward. We need to pin them back, and Duncan Shearer, he's been okay as a target man, but I'm just thinking if that's going to work, we need to pin them back essentially. If we're going to win this game, we need to pin them back. He's got 15 pace, his acceleration is not particularly great, but him up there with Scott Booth, hopefully will be okay. A positive mentality. We're playing a little bit wider, playing it out from the back. Although we do have Lenny Mathers on the bench because Jack Songo's been injured, so that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, let's look at the scary Celtic side and see how we are going to get on. I am not particularly confident, but, well, hopefully my Aberdeen boys can indeed change that. Hopefully Celtic are missing key players. Well, they are missing Creaney, who scored lots of goals against us this season, so that is welcome. But other than that, they look pretty much full strength. Just what you want. Oh dear. Let's see how this goes. We'll get things underway. My throat is feeling a little bit better. Thank you very much for my support and bearing with me in the last couple of videos. We're underway at Pittodrie. A decent crowd backing us. I hope we don't leave them disappointed. And a decent crowd following us on the videos as well. Thank you very much for the support throughout the series. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here, as Ian Jess has got in behind from that midfield role and put us 1-0 up. Let's quickly change it so we don't have to watch the goal in 3D again. Here we go. We are on fire. This could be a start to something absolutely brilliant. Or are we going to get our hopes up and end up still finishing 3rd? Let's see. Scott Booth combined with Brian Grant, who went long. Ian Jess, even though he's deeper, still getting up in support. And 2 keepers were to say that. He absolutely blasted it home. 1-0 the Dons. An excellent start at Pittodrie. Just what we were after. And Stuart McKimmie is over a free kick. He's found Brian Grant. I am happy with this tactic. I wish we'd done it a little bit sooner. And Scott Booth in behind, a chance to make it 2. That was terrible.
You're goddamn right.
We are massively on top in this game. Celtic have barely had a kick. Despite dominating the ball, we've not seen anything. Only creating 2 shots, both on target, but not testing Theo Schneider's clearly. As we go in at half-time, not the most exciting of games, but I'll absolutely take it. And I want them to keep exactly what we just saw up. Oh no. Keep Celtic quiet and maybe grab another goal to finish it off. Let's see, they're going to come back at us, I'm sure. We've knocked them down. They're punching back. Charlie Nicholas in behind. Terrible positioning once again from our goalkeeper. And the former Aberdeen man has levelled things up at Pittodrie. Well, what was I saying about them punching back? Yeah, they've knocked us down and got to a 5 count. Bring back Jack Songo, anyone? Yeah, no.
You absolutely, undoubtedly, unquestionably, 100% completely suck!
About 10 minutes since their goal, we've not seen anything. I'm going to encourage the team, see if we can push on a little bit. I might have to make a couple changes as they are getting a grip of this game, to say the absolute least. Okay, Scott Booth not playing too well out there. We don't have Joe Miller on the bench, unfortunately. Can't play against Celtic. I'd like to get him out there. I think we're going to put Ian Jess up top. I'm not going to play Scott Booth there, but we're going to get Robbie Mustoe inside and, oh no, Paul Mason actually. I think that works a little bit better. just freshen things up a little bit. Elsewhere, Richardson not having a great game. Do we put Jim Bett on? I don't think we do. No, he can't run. He would be in a box-to-box midfield role, which would just end disastrously at 33 with terrible physical attributes. But we are on the ball. Are we just seeing this because we just had a highlight? Scott Booth just made a sub in behind. If he contributes something here, then, well, he didn't. I was going to say he will stay on the park. Instead, he lost the ball. Osman wins it, knocks it back to Theo Schnelders, and that was nice. Just nothing silly, straight back out to Brian Irvin as we look to build again. He goes long. I was looking for Patalainen, only found Boyd. I tell you, whoa, no, this isn't good. I was going to take off direct passing. Peyton over the bar. Right, we don't want to give the ball away too cheaply, do we? We can't change anything. Excellent, I'll do it in a second. Oh, we're already on slightly shorter. Maybe lower the tempo slightly, just so they don't force it so much. With 20 minutes to go, we need to go for it. Celtic have a throw-in. We will see what happens at the conclusion of this highlight. Collins on the ball, back to Rudi Vata, as they will look for a winner. They are, of course, in the title hunt still too. Clint Hill on the right-hand side, back to Stuart Slater. I am a little bit concerned about this. They're passing it about really, really smoothly, not getting anywhere too quickly, but they are playing with intent. Some nice triangles back there. Are we going to nick in, maybe? No. Horrendous defensive line. Frank McAvenny, thank God that was terrible. Maybe still. With about 18 minutes to go, we are going to, first of all, put on Duncan Shearer. Richardson not having the best game back there, and we need to go for this. He's going to be up there in support of Patalainen and Ian Jess. We've got two Masalas, Mason and Musto. Hopefully they will provide with, as well as our wing backs now, both on wing back duties. Stephen Wright being encouraged to get forward a little bit more. Brian Grant as that sort of quarterback back there. I might tell him to go a little bit more direct with his passing. See if he can make things happen a little bit more quickly. This is what we're going to do. I don't know how it's going to go, but we just need to go for it, essentially. Now, still with a couple more changes, but on that bench, I'm not sure who we would take on. Maybe a 14-year-old Russell Anderson, see if he can just confuse them a little bit. A younger player playing against Celtic. Boyd, throw in, found McAvenny, as they will look to make something happen here, I am absolutely sure. Oh dear, well, we can technically afford to drop a point here, meaning if Rangers lose all of their remaining games, which I find highly unlikely at this stage, given they're unbeaten in 15. McAvenny, oh no, over the bar. Oh, calm, I'm calm, I'm fine.
I don't know why it's coming out all loud and squeaky, because really...
Honestly, I'm fine. Theo Schnelders out to Brian Irvin. Brian, oh yeah. We've got slightly shorter passing on. What is that? There's no calmness in here at all whatsoever. They're all just panicking, booting the ball along, and we're getting away with it. I don't like how quickly they're doing this and just getting rid of the ball. Take the tempo back down, maybe bring back shorter passing, I don't know. See how that'll do. We should have players getting up in support of them. I'm not sure why it's not working for us. I'm going to tell them to roll out to the deep line playmaker, and hopefully he should have options both out wide and ahead of him. But we will see. Stephen Wright not having the best of games out there. I don't want to put on Paul McLaughlin, I tell you that much. Gary Thompson, maybe. He's quick. Mixu Patalainen has put in a decent shift with 10 minutes to go. We've made our final change now. Let's see. Will it pay dividends? I'm going to demand even more of them. We need to find a winner here. Celtic massively on top now. There we go. Just play it out to Brian Grant, who has gone very long. Ian Jess has been released. I don't know if he will be caught. He has been. Finds the back. Block back to Gary Thompson. A good tackle there. Ian Jess. What's happening? Oh no. Celtic now on the counter-attack. Not like this, Aberdeen. Please not like this. Oh, Stuart McKimmie has nicked in. Keep the ball. And, okay, well, we have done it just. Brian Grant back to Russell Osman as we look to recycle things. Stuart McKimmie inside Duncan Shearer on that deep line forward roll, doing exactly what we want of him. Looking for Gary Thompson. Pat Bonner's come miles out of his goal there, thinking he's Manuel Neuer. Not certain what was going on, but it worked for them. Stephen Wright takes it down on his chest very well. And Gary Thompson, we could have a chance here. Musto into Paul Mason. Musto! Yes! Now we need to hold on. That was absolutely brilliant from us. It was a little bit hectic at times. But let's enjoy it again. Stephen Wright on that attack duty, getting high up the park. Thompson involved in the goal, the substitute. Oh, that was absolutely excellent 1-2 between Mason and Musto. A brilliant finish in the bottom corner. I need to make changes now before it's too late. Let's hold on to this. We're just going to tell the team to press a little bit and slow the pace down when we're on the ball, on a cautious mentality. And we're time wasting, lowering the tempo, bringing in our play a little bit narrower. That way if we lose the ball, we're a little bit more compact. And what else did we take off? Pass into space, look after the ball. We're going to put our fullbacks just onto, well, regular fullback duties. Who'd have thought it? That's still the same. Can you tell I'm a little bit nervous? We need to win. We need to win. I don't know if I made it clear or not. Robbie Musto and Brian Grant will now... No, Robbie Musto and Paul Mason now just going to be on box-to-box midfielder roles, and Ian Jess dropping in a little bit as well. Let's see, can we hold on a massive 5 minutes? We have a corner. Ian Jess will put it in. Robbie... Oh! Russell Osmond's added a third for Aberdeen, and we are in control of this. Hopefully we can't throw this away now. Let's see how far we can push Rangers. I hope that they still have Celtic to play. We need a miracle. We need a miracle, but right now, holding up our end of the bargain. But still, very, very early days in this video with a lot of football to be played. McInally, as Celtic look to grab one back. He's got men waiting in the middle. Schneider's, well, that was unconvincing. Thankfully, Brian Grant just boots it high up the park as possible, as they will look to come again. That was nervy. Why is Theo Schneider so bad? I have no idea. But still, we hold on. Heading towards added time. Heading towards full time. 5 minutes in total added on. And still, there's a highlight. Schneider's out to Brian Grant. Just keep it nice and calm. Don't go away. Robbie Musto has been an absolutely brilliant acquisition. Yeah, okay. One of the only good signings we've made. Thompson up there. Another signing. Flicks it on. Not quite to anyone, but it'll do. It'll do for now. He might have scored a goal, but Russell Osmond, what the hell was that? What the hell was that, Calum? Thompson takes it down. We should have played him more. What is going on here? Holding up the ball into Paul Mason, and there's still options bombing forward. Grant, but this is nice. A nice low tempo. Work it. Be patient in the build-up. See if we can even add another goal. Help our goal difference. Ian Jess finding Duncan Shearer. I don't know how he's got the pace to kind of get him behind. Brian Grant! 4-1 Aberdeen. Why did I not play this tactic earlier? It might be a little bit too late, but regardless, right now, still in it. And we have been excellent today, and we're playing worse teams in the next 2 games, which means we should win. However, it is me, it is Football Manager, and most importantly, it's Aberdeen Football Club. We know that nothing is guaranteed. Fantastic result though. Improves our goal difference by 3, keeps us in the title race so far. I'll be watching the Rangers Dundee United game with Duncan Shearer with very close eyes. And here we go, first place Rangers against 4th place Dundee United. Take anything from this game, please, Dundee United, I will be forever thankful. Ferguson once said to Jim McLean, manager of Dundee United, we need you and you need me. Yeah, that couldn't be more true right now. Oh, God. Got a player sent off after 15 minutes. 2-1. It's tight. It's very, very tight right now. We are 2nd place. We can't catch them. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's over. Our hopes and dreams are over.
A fucking disgrace.
That is sore. That is very, very sore. Still with pride to play for. We'll still show the last 2 games on camera. Can at least finish runners-up in one competition and match what happened in 1992-93? Let's find out.
Pain. That's it.
And here we go then. That is sore. That is really, really sore. The team to face Dundee United, the side that could not quite help us out, is this. Gary Thompson coming in after playing well for us off the bench against Celtic. Paul Mason in for Lee Richardson with Brian Grant dropping back. Oh, it's upsetting. It's very, very upsetting. Let's see how it goes. We've got Pride to play for. Let's hold on to that second place. And let's have a look at the Dundee United side, who couldn't help us enough. No Duncan Ferguson. Perhaps that is exactly why. Maybe he didn't feature in the last game. And that could have been what made the difference, because he is absolutely brilliant on this database. Let's get things underway at Pittodrie, and let's finish this series off on a high, if not slightly disappointed note. A free kick, Robbie Mustoe over it. I bet he puts in the top corner. No idea how that stayed out. Didn't shake on it, so I owe you nothing. You owe me a like and a subscribe for the pain. Thank you. Oh, now they're bloody losing. Thank you, Airdrie. If we finish behind them by 1 point, I am going to be livid. Absolutely livid. Mustoe out to right. Ball in, headed clear by... Is that Christian Daly? It can't be Christian Daly. Is it? It could be. It very much could be. Russell Osman coming out from the back, finding Paul Mason and McKimmie. Well, with all the time in the world, he's been brilliant for us when fit. In that left-hand side, there was just not any decent left-backs really to come in, and we didn't have the money for it. Unfortunate. We actually did have some money. Spunked it on Paul McLaughlin, but the less we say about, the better. McLaren in behind. Well, he was offside, hit the post anyway. Thank God, because Schnelders was getting nowhere near it. Brian Irvin with the subsequent free kick finds Robbie Mustoe. I feel sorry for him, really, and Brian Grant. He's been excellent. There's been a few standouts and a few players that have let us down. Thompson in behind, straight at main. He might be their main man today. Corner, Aberdeen. Here is Ian Jess over it. Can we make something happen here? No, is the short answer. Boland on the ball for Dundee United. Going long, and McInally takes that down very well. A lot of McInallys in this database. A lot of Stephen. It was very confusing when they were both on the same side against Rangers. For Rangers, rather. Theo Schnelders doing his best there to try and move out the way of the ball. And heading towards half-time, Airdrie still lead Rangers. That makes it even more frustrating, to be honest. Despite making things maybe look a little bit better for us towards the end of the season, it'll just make it even more close, but no cigar. McKimmie, get a rest out there. McLaughlin coming on at half-time. I mean, be as well, giving Dundee United a chance, wouldn't we? Here is Main with the goal kick, finds Van der Hoorn on a yellow card, and was it Christian? I still don't know if it's Christian Daly or not. Well, someone let me know if Christian Daly played for Dundee United back then, or is it? Would he have been far too young? I have no idea. Brian Irvin on the ball though, as we look to just sell more season tickets next season. Wish someone told real life Aberdeen that this season. Alas, no. Dundee United come clear with the ball. McLaren on that left-hand side. He's caused some problems for us there. Hopefully not a lot. From now on, Johnson, Mustoe stepping in there. Didn't quite get there, but the pressure was enough. Brian Grant, Mustoe forward to Thompson, who's actually looked pretty darn good. Maybe should have used him a little bit more since bringing him in. Definitely should have used him a little bit more since bringing him in. What a finish that was. His first goal for Aberdeen. Oh, I look like an idiot now. 2-0 Hearts lead at Tynecastle. That's good for us in our bid for second place, even though we do not get a trophy for that. Brilliant first time finish. Curling at the top corner there. What a man. Robbie Mustoe on the ball in the Aberdeen midfield. Oh, that was a slack pass from Stephen right there. Not happy about that at all. But regardless, here we are. Dundee United looking to equalise. Clark, not Licky Clark. Hopefully, he will not be playing at Pittodrie next season. Certainly not on a red kit anyway. It's excellently taken down. It's offside. But thank God, because, Schnelders made little to no attempts to save that, did he? Let's enjoy it again, shall we? Boland found Johnson, and his ball was good, but the striker went far too early. What is it with these goalkeepers? It's horrendous. Almost as bad as whatever that just was. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Ian Jess on the ball. Finds Scott Booth. Can we add a second before we think about making a couple changes? Jess goes from range. Bloody hell. Tipped round the post. Very well done there from Alan Main. We'll see the corner. I'm going to predict that absolutely nothing will happen now. Correct.
Oh, well done.
Robbie Mustoe going to come off for Lee Richardson. He's earned that applause. And likewise, Temcat's going to come on. Scott Booth, don't know what's going on with him towards the back end of the season, but he's been terrible. Joe Miller entering the field of play. Rangers, by the way, 2-2. They were losing 2-1. Okay, that's making me feel a little bit better. But a Rangers goal? Really? Now with less than 10 minutes to go, we're going to get Russell Anderson on. Just to make me feel a little bit better about myself. And Duncan Shearer on for Thompson. We can't make any more substitutions. Excellent. Russell Anderson's coming on. Forget I said anything. Thank you. You're always so kind to me. Into added time though. A 1-0 win against Dundee United, who've been absolutely terrible. Decent. Thank you. Yeah. I'm really happy. Delighted. Not at all. Heartbroken about their other events. We can't finish second. The game against Airdrie is now rendered pointless. Let's enjoy ourselves, shall we? And oh my god. We've qualified for the Champions League. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. This might not be the last you see of this Aberdeen side. That is all I will say. It's the end of the series, but there might be one more video with this team to see if we can do it next season. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. And here we have it, the final day fixtures. Elsewhere, Celtic take on Dundee United. Hearts versus Rangers. Nothing else matters now. So let's enjoy things. We're going to put in Sami Hyypiä. Lee Mathers is going to be on the bench once again. Other than that, most of the team stays the same. Duncan Shearer coming in. Tinted instead of Brian Grant, who had a little bit of a knock. We'll make sure to get as many of the former Aberdeen players, the real former Aberdeen players, involved as we can in this video, just so you can all enjoy them at home and feel a little bit nostalgic. The Airdrie side, Sandy Stewart, I recognise that name, and Owen Coyle, certainly as well. Maybe that's Dean Campbell's dad? You never know. I think you do, but we can imagine. Things are underway at the Excelsior. 5 minutes in, it's chucking it down. Hyypiä did not win that header, but thankfully, Brian Irvin was there to clear things up. Paul Mason going long, looking for Scott Booth. I am looking for him to end this season on a high after a poor 2 games. Thankfully managed to get the wins without him after he's been so important for us throughout the season. Hyypiä taking it down as we look to go again. Thank you very much, Airdrie, for giving the ball back to us there. Very kind of you. Shearer in to Stephen Wright with, well, a lot of grass in front of him on the right hand side if you can get there. Musto, Shearer was going wide anyway. Not sure why Dean Martin tried to save that. But regardless, here is Theo Tinted with the corner. Nothing will happen, I'm sure. Yep. Insert shite clip here.
Ooh, self-burn. Those are rare.
Stuart McKimmie finding Hyypiä from the free kick. It would have been hard not to, in fairness. I just hope we'd see some nice football here on display, just to entertain the masses that I'm sure have travelled down from Aberdeen for a needless game, because I don't know why we do it to ourselves, essentially. Duncan Shearer has got men waiting in the middle, finds Ian Jess, headed over. That was unfortunate, but better. 10 minutes gone, things are okay. Just found out, by the way, can stretch this thing out. Could have looked a lot better throughout the whole series. I apologise for the eyesore that you had to look at, which was basically that. Don't know what I've been doing this whole time. Dean Campbell putting the ball out for the throw-in. No, not Dean Campbell. Dean Campbell's dad, Brian Irvin! Perfect. 2 Aberdeen legends. Icons. Cult heroes. I don't know, combining there for a great goal as we are 1-0 up on half an hour. I don't know if that makes sense. Good header. Thank you, Bryzo. And we might add a quick second. Paul Mason going forward for Booth, who then lays it back to Ian Jess, who've been good for us throughout the whole season. Shearer, Musto, Booth does not add to his about 100 goals this season. Terrible. Lawrence with a corner, putting it in for Airdrie, and that was very close to them getting an equaliser. About 10 minutes to go before half-time. Paul Mason taking a knock, he'll come off at half-time. We've been on top, we've got the goal advantage. It's not been great, but it's been, well, decent. 3 points, what else can you ask for? I think we'll end the season with over 80 points. When has that ever happened? Never is the short answer to that, because we've never been this good. Owen Coyle, that was terrible.
Shite!
So you put the clip in there, do you, editor Calum? Thanks for that, making me look like a mug earlier. Half time, 1-0 we lead. We'll make a couple changes, but I'll tell them that I'm happy with them. What did I say was going to happen? Paul Mason's going to come off. Lee Richardson will come on. We'll get Mixu Patalainen back involved for Duncan Shearer. Scott Booth has been terrible. So, Joe Miller coming on. Anyone else? We're going to try and get Brian Grant and Russell Anderson involved towards the end of the game. Ooh, a highlight. I didn't expect that. You don't usually get them after halftime. Usually only when you've made changes. But McKimmie on the ball regardless. A second goal now would be very much welcome. Miller, Jess, goal. I mean, I've slagged off our goalkeeping, but that was maybe up there with the absolute worst that I've seen in a very, very, very long time. And I watched Aberdeen this season. So, I was also there for when David Marshall got beat at the halfway line from Patrick Schick, and that was maybe worse. Why was he standing side on? Imagine if I just did my videos like this. I mean, this is essentially what he was doing. It's the video equivalent. There's something happening now. I don't even know if you can hear me. I should maybe turn back now. Okay. Stephen Wright on the ball. Ian Jess. Okay, we're all out of sync here now. I don't know what's happening. I apologise for the bad green screen that's probably been going on behind me. Just worth it for the bit. Dean Campbell's dad. Back to Eric Reid, the Miami Heat announcer. Good tackle from Brian Irvin there, but here is Owen Coyle. The tackles are flying in. No red cards in these games, so that's excellent. That's what happens when you take off, get stuck in. Good finish, Owen Coyle. It's offside, but it was the two players that I did recognise for Airdrie combining there, so not going to bother watching it again. Why waste any more time? Because let's face it, these two last games, total waste of everyone's time, but I hope you're enjoying it regardless. I am. We're winning for once. McKimmie with the throw-in. About 20 minutes to go. We'll make a couple more changes after. Mixu Patalainen adds our third goal. Well, that was questionable all round. Mixu Patalainen contributed to our third goal. And so did the Airdrie goalkeeper, because that was terrible. Let's enjoy that one again. And not quite as bad as the last one when he turned side on for no reason. Pretty similar though. Patalainen had time to go round him and then pick out Musto. And he was so far over that side there was no chance he was getting to the ball. Thank you, Airdrie goalkeeper. You truly are one of the greats. Jimmy Boyle going off. Scott Chisholm going on for Airdrie. Maybe that'll ring a bell for some of you at home. As Dean Campbell's dad finding Sandy Stewart. I don't know. I identify him for Wilson. Sorry. The dog from Friday Night Dinner. There you go. Dean Martin going long. He's been absolutely excellent back there for us, to be fair. Our 12th man today, really. Joe Miller, are we going to add another one? Tried his best to run into the Airdrie player, and the Airdrie player then tried his best to run away from Joe Miller there as he puts on the world's weirdest cross. And yeah, that's just about snuck in. Ricky Martin, really doing well for us there. She bangs. She moves. All the words, but it's a flippin' tune. Let's enjoy this mayhem again. Really extending this 3-game episode. Thank you very much, Aberdeen. Really what I want. More editing. It creeps in there. Well done, Mixu. Oh, go on then, one more time. Mixu Patalainen. What a fucking signing. Na 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 na. I expect you were all joining in at home. Oh, Aberdeen corner is about to make a couple changes. Brian Irvin. The goal frame has been better for Airdrie than their actual goalkeeper today. Time for Russell Anderson. A knackered Stephen Wright, I'm sure, on that right-hand side for us. And Brian Grant coming on for Robbie Musto. Deserves the applause, to be honest. Been absolutely excellent since coming in. Well done. Ian Jess with a free kick. Putting it in. Brian Grant heading over. Oh, elsewhere, Rangers dropping points once again. If we only weren't so bad at times, if we beat them in one of the games, then we might have still been in things. Or, well, 2 of the games, then we might have actually won the league. That we got humiliated in, then that would have been fantastic. Or any of the games we got humiliated in by Celtic. I'm struggling to speak. I'm humiliating myself, really. Richardson, going very long. Joe Miller, excellent, brilliant. Goal. Wow. Terrible positioning by the goalkeeper once again before Joe Miller decided to boot it at him. Weird footballer is what I've found so far in the series. 10 Cat putting it in. Brian Irvin. I don't even know what's happened there. I think it maybe hit an Airdrie defender there, but Brian Irvin is on for a hat-trick. So, pretty good at penalties, isn't he? Yeah. 10 Cat's ball in. Brian Irvin. Okay, no, yeah, it was the goalkeeper's fault. Jumped up like that. hit one arm, went in anyway. 5-0. Brilliant. I'm just disappointed Brian Irvine didn't get scored a hat-trick. A very, very, very good result for us. Unfortunately, it means absolutely nothing for us as we end the series without winning anything. So, that's good. We'll give Brian Irvine some praise. End on a happy note. Nice and positive. But there we have it. Knocked out in the semi-final stage of the League Cup. Knocked out in the 4th round by Celtic in the Scottish Cup. And finished runners-up in the league. And Scott Booth was joint top goal scorer. Not quite top, unfortunately. How is Theo Schneider's 4th in the clean sheet? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Unfortunately, Rangers do win. They make it 4 in a row, and that is very, very painful. But please, if you have enjoyed this series, not only this video, but please, if you've enjoyed this video and the series overall, please do leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you've not done so already with notifications on. I said this is not the last you've seen of this Aberdeen side. I've got something planned for the international break as well surrounding Scotland. And I say the international break, it's summer. Get your head in the game, Calum. And the Premier League restructured as the NBA. Make sure you don't miss it. Take care.